Welcome back to Data Cloud Now. Today I'm joined by Ryan Tucker, co-founder and CRO at Hakkoda. Ryan, such a pleasure to have you on the program.
Ryan, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
You know, Ryan, Hakkoda activates primarily across financial services and healthcare sectors. From your position, what are you seeing in terms of trends in those areas?
Yeah, obviously very kind of old guard, highly regulated industries, highly governed industries, and so they're experiencing change. In some cases, almost an existential crisis around their data, or just in general, if we've seen some of the banking situations lately as an example, and really feel like data-driven innovation is what they seek. There's just technology and in some cases even culture and talent and things that they need to get there that they might not have.
Data allows them or needs to allow them to innovate in order to be competitive in a hyper-competitive landscape.
We call it entering into a data innovation journey.
I love it. You know, Ryan, I want to talk about, some exciting news coming out of Hakkoda in relation to the data cloud and Portugal, actually. Can you elaborate on what was recently announced and why this is so important for the overall corporate strategy at Hakkoda?
Yeah, it's very similar to our strategy originally in North America. We're here onshore, but we also address the North American market with delivery capability in Costa Rica. So in time zone, great skill sets, advantageous economic model. And Portugal for us is that similar model exported to Europe. So we've got capability in time zone and on the ground to work with clients in EMEA.
You know, an exciting next chapter for Hakkoda. Ryan, I want to look towards the future now. You know, Hakkoda is for builders who envision a world powered by data and work together to achieve it. Can you elaborate on this for the audience and what excites you most about Hakkoda for the future?
Yeah, I think it's really a recognition in a better way. I think it's a culture of certainly built on trust, but we got a lot of curious, smart people that are all over the world, but are really leaning into the data problems and the data opportunities that we're working with our clients on. And really just curiosity is sort of rooted in who we are.
You know, I'm so glad that you mentioned culture because this is perfectly to what I wanted to discuss with you. You know, Hakkoda brings over 150 years of combined experience to the fore with scalable tools and teams to fit your clients' precise needs. From your standpoint, when it comes to building a world-class team, what specific traits are you looking for?
I think I touched on just a couple of them. I mean, trust. Certainly whether it's our partner organizations that we work with, certainly earning and keeping and continuing to grow our customers' trust. But I mentioned curiosity.
Yeah.
And really leaning into what's next, understanding it, and really driving that data innovation journey is rooted in curiosity.
You know, earlier in this conversation, we talked about Costa Rica and Portugal. From your standpoint, how important is it for you as one of the executive leaders to be physically at these various locations and interacting with your employees on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, well, we're certainly talking about the data cloud, so a lot can be done virtually, but you can't build a culture or export that or do that over Zoom. So we're down very often in our Costa Rican home. We're out with our customers and partners in the marketplace, and as you mentioned, going to Europe. So all over really, but we do spend a significant amount of time down in Costa Rica with the team.
Now, Ryan, I heard a rumor that in your Costa Rican office, you're actually expanding, blowing out walls. I mean, safe to say that our next conversation, we're going to do it in Costa Rica?
Absolutely, absolutely. We're knocking out walls because, really our home is already too small to fit the whole family. We've not been in business long, but certainly are growing really exponentially and already have expansion plans. And you are absolutely welcome, Ryan, to come on down.
You know, I want to cue in on something that you just said in family. You know, from this conversation and hearing about not only how you treat your employees or your partners, it doesn't feel like a company, it feels more like a family. How important is that mentality on a day-to-day basis for Hakkoda?
Sure, well what we do is people. We're in the people business. And so absolutely a family and a family element is important to us. And really I think is a way that we exhibit those values, curiosity I mentioned, and certainly trust, and certainly competence that we bring to the marketplace. But we absolutely do and feel like a family.
The concept of family isn't just about your employees, but also how you treat your partners. But I have to ask, Hakkoda, I love the name. Where did it come from?
Yeah, well, one of those key partners is a pure play with Snowflake. And we asked ourselves and actually went and did a little bit of research about what the snowiest place on Earth is. And it's Hakkoda, a region in Japan. So there you have the name.
I absolutely love it. It's been a pleasure having you on Data Cloud Now. For the audience watching, how can they find out more about what you're doing, what Hakkōda's doing?
Yeah, best way to catch up with me and try to find me is follow me on LinkedIn and in the cloud sometimes all over the Data Cloud, whether that's Data for Breakfast or Data Cloud World Tour or just out and with our customers and partners. So check me out on LinkedIn, but you can find out all about us at Hakkoda.io.
Ryan, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on Data Cloud Now. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
For the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. We'll see you soon.